All right, we're at Grand Targhee Resorts. We're headed up the mountain, and today we're looking for Mary's nipple. We'll let you see what that looks like when we get there. Here's a view of Grand Targhee Resorts.
And I don't have to climb. With my feet, I can just ride. Woohoo!
All right, we're gonna start our hike across. We're looking for the Teton view and hopefully the glacier fields. All right, we're on the right trail now. Summit Trail. All right, looks like we're almost to Mary's Saddle, and then I think we are going to head up there, no trail, and we're gonna bag Mary's nipple, and then we'll look at the other side and probably come back over here and hit that peak as well. I'll look up the name of it if we do it. All right, here we are. I am not seeing any glacier fields. Huh. But it's beautiful no matter what. Maybe they're meaning the ones across from us and not down in the valley, so that might be the glacier fields over there they're talking about. So backside, we found a good trail, and it looks like we're gonna go out to that observation point area first. Then we'll come back across Mary's Nipple, and then we'll go over to, I think they called it Peaked Mountain, and so we'll finish off there. I know that's where they keep one of their lifts runs off of there. So sorry, out of breath, but it looks like we'll probably be able to hit all three of them without too much of a problem. So let's go check out this little observation point. So apparently they call this little plateau, this little observation point, Mary's Nipple. Kind of doesn't make sense to me, but that's what it is. So we're gonna go out here. Looks like the one I thought Mary's Nipple actually isn't. And they're only claiming, as far as peak baggers go, only 2 of these are actually showing up on peak bagger. So we'll get what we can. All right, I see a cairn, so that means we're almost there. We are 360. Whew. Grand Teton looming in the distance. So even though it's not a peak bagger, I still want to hit that one over there. Maybe I'll find it a little later. Here's that ridge that we followed. Incredible ridge. All right, the second one, just a bit steeper. Luckily, people have traveled it quite a bit. It is loose, but definitely doable. And we're almost on top. Let's see what it looks like. All right, we made it to the top of number 2. Looking out at Mary's Nipple. They don't have a name for this one, so we're just gonna go ahead and name it ourselves. This is gonna be Mary's Nipple West. And then when we're done with Mary's Nipple West, we are gonna go out to, they call it Peaked Peak. And that'll be our 3rd one. We'll wrap it up. We'll head back over to the ridge over there and maybe go a little further north and see what's on the other side there. And then we'll wrap it up for the day, but we still have one more to go. And this was a pretty straight up one, so we're gonna sit here, catch our breath, and enjoy Mary's Nipple West. All right, we started the climb up to Peaked Peak, and it is absolutely beautiful so far. So we're nearing the top of Peaked Peak, and I just couldn't help it. Look at these wildflowers growing in the cliff. As you can tell, we are almost there. Woo! Look at this bowl. Look, I made a new peak bagger. He's hooked now. All right, there's our cairn. We have summited Peaked Peak. If you come over to the other side, just knowing ski resorts, I can tell that this is definitely a booted route that people take and come over and drop off on this other side. Woo! Look at that peak bagger. So you know they boot up here and then take this over and probably even climb the next one and ski those routes through there. I know I would. So awesome. There is a lift just on the other side of this one, and then this whole north side is just cliff area. So you know there are some crazy extremists out there that just love to hit these cliffs. So all right, we made our 3rd climb. We're going to make our way back over to the ridge, and we'll show you more as we go. And then we're gonna have a special treat later today. So we'll get back with you. Bye.
Now let's head back over to the lift in a little bit, and then we'll head back down after we check out the other side. Absolutely amazing. Great hikes and great 3 peaks up here.
All right, we are climbing back up to the lift area. Apparently this is called Fred's Mountain, and it is actually a peakable peak. And so I'll be able to claim Fred's Mountain today as well. I feel a little better about having to hike back up to it. So, all right, let's continue our hike and get back up to that lift. All right, we're done hiking around Grand Targhee. We're on our way down. Look at the view as we ride. Woo, little wind. Hey, we're gonna wrap it up for this one. And just remember, don't just look at the views, become part of them. Woo!
As we headed home, I wanted to show Brad something that most tourists don't get to see. So we stopped in Afton to check out the intermittent springs. Unfortunately, due to the high runoff, we weren't able to see it fully active.
All right, we are on the bypass of intermittent springs. Down below they're doing a little bit of maintenance, and there was a slide, so they're clearing that out. So we are taking this upper path, which normally will go way up on top to where the lake feeds the spring. So apparently they've cut a trail down to it so we can still go to see the spring, because it is quite amazing to see. Wow, look at that mudslide across the canyon from us. Huge slide. That whole, I would say that's probably just more of just that slide. That whole creek area was just cut off. Yeah, now you can see how huge that slide was and why they're down there working it. I mean, that came all the way through. Geez, I wonder how that river, there's probably a dam through there. Whew. A lot of work. Very nice of them to give us an alternate route to keep this going. So here we are, we're at the split, the regular creek, and then the water coming from the spring. I want you to notice how much water is coming out of that spring. That's a good amount of water. See how it goes up there and it comes out of the side of that canyon there? Now we're gonna go up there and we're gonna watch it disappear. So not only is this a rare phenomenon, but it's a beautiful hike as well. So we're just gonna cross the creek here and start heading up towards that canyon. But look at that. This is just as good as any hiking trail I've ever been on. Oh, isn't this gorgeous? Up to it. Like I said, it gets a little wet and sketchy, like right where those kids are right there, so you got to be really careful. It looks like due to the runoff we might not get the full effect of it this time, but you know what, it's an amazing hike up here anyway. Maybe later in the season when the waters have settled it'll be better, but cool hike anyway. I highly recommend it. it's just not gonna happen for us today. Maybe next time. Y'all take care.